I've spent the last 12 years traveling the world and meeting people with incredible stories. But these 4 men are on another level of insanity. One guy claims he hasn't slept in over 60 years. Do you know why you can't sleep?
No.
Another guy lives completely alone in the Amazon.
Holy that's freaking huge!
You will then meet the man who can take a 1-hour ice bath.
I am the Iceman!
And another guy is a survivor of a real-life kidnapping.
They point a shotgun at me in the M16. We're probably gonna get killed.
We're gonna kick things off in Southeast Asia to meet a man who's been awake for over a half-century. Just arrived in Da Nang Airport. I am so excited to go meet the No Sleep Guide. Hui, 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 where's Hui? Oh, he's right there. How you doing? Dude, good to meet you. This is Hui. He's a friend of a friend who lives in nearby Hoi An, Vietnam's ancient port town. He is kind enough to join me for the adventure to find Mr. Nop. However, there is a little problem.
Whoa.
City this morning.
What about on the road to the village?
I think it's just a little bit like this.
The 4-hour journey to get there was as epic as any can be. And we had some pretty cool stops along the way. Couldn't pass up the chance to see the Golden Hand Bridge on the way to the No Sleep Guy. It's right on the way. I've seen pictures of it on Google for years, and it's pretty cool to be up here. Just a few hours away from the epic Hands Bridge was another really special place with a bunch of ancient temples that date back 1800 years. We're here in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. We just came across this incredible 4th century Hindu temple complex called My Son, somewhere in central Vietnam. You know, I came here to go find the sleepless man, but this is absolutely outstanding. The greatest challenge is that I am alone besides my guide, and we don't know where to locate Mr. Nop. But after translating some old newspaper articles, we narrowed it down to one village and started asking the local people there if they recognized him. Printed out this flyer with his name, Thai Nop, if I said it right. And on the bottom it says, the man who doesn't sleep. I'm getting a lot of funny stares in the street, but it's all friendly. Everybody's smiling. Phang Kobet Ni Na Kam. She knows him.
She know him, but she actually don't know him. Where is him house?
They kind of know. They're like.
Yeah.
So what'd she say?
Just go straight and ask.
I think we should buy some gift for him. Get some oranges. Yeah, dragon fruit. Yeah. Look at all the fruit we got. Yes.
$10.
$10 for watermelon and oranges and dragon fruit and lychee.
Super cheap, huh?
And with that, we have some idea as to where he might be. I spoke to another local person and he told me that he lives in a blue house just outside of town. So I hopped in a motorbike and headed through the fields to find him. We made it. We found the house.
The picture.
Xin chào. That's him.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it.
Xin chào. How are you? Okay. I know we kind of showed up unexpectedly, but I hope it's okay that we spend some time with him. Yeah.
He said that at the moment he 80 years old.
80.
Yeah, but he wants to sleep.
He wants to sleep.
Yeah.
When is the last time that you slept?
Yeah, he say it's a long time. Didn't remember.
It's pretty wild that I found him. Yeah, Mr. Nop. Nop. Thai Nop. Here we are. Just a smiling man. The big search for Mr. Nop is finally over. Can you believe that it took me 3 total days of travel time from Arizona to Vietnam to find him? Now I am on a mission to learn all about his life and see if it's actually true that he hasn't slept in over 60 years. You know, the fact that he hasn't slept means he's almost twice his age because he's spent more time awake than anyone else's age. So he might as well be 130. His wife was super friendly and started cutting up the fruit that we brought over, and then I learned that they are very spiritual people. Buddhism is the main religion of Vietnam. The Buddhists believe that the human life is one of suffering and that meditation, spiritual and physical labor, and good behavior are the ways to achieve enlightenment or nirvana. Many Buddhist people have these shrines in their house and pray to them several times a day. It's a beautiful sight to witness. In the evening, like what do you do? Like most people, they, 10 o'clock, they sleep.
Yeah.
What are you doing between 10, 11, 12, 1?
Thì đứa đó hồi là
He also working in the night time making rice wine.
Rice wine.
Bedroom wine.
Oh, so he likes to drink. Before the war, you slept. At what point did you stop sleeping?
He sleep during the war.
During the war.
Yeah.
And then one day he just stopped sleeping.
Yeah.
Do you know why you can't sleep?
Cái nó chịu á.
No.
Chịu.
Have no idea.
Tự nhiên đó là.
Yeah. Actually, he don't know yet.
He went before.
Yeah.
And what did they say at the hospital?
They don't know.
Mr. Nop's wife is preparing lunch for us. It's only like 10 o'clock right now, so she's been cooking, and it smells amazing. This is the son.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. What do you think about him not sleeping?
He feels kind of normal now.
So you sleep. Breakfast / lunch was served, and I gotta say that Vietnamese food is one of the world's best. It's healthy, it's clean, and it's plentiful. Nothing like a little shot before lunch. She make everything this morning. Thank you, Kaman. Tell her that it looks amazing. So what is this? This is chicken?
Yeah, chicken.
This is soup?
Soup.
Pork soup. This is a plate of congealed cow blood, and you just put it in the soup or eat it as is. More chicken, rice, and this is always got to have some kind of dipping sauce here.
Yeah, right.
Wow, this is a feast.
Không, đây là đút này nè. Mùi, bởi nhiều mùi.
You're a lucky man because she's a very good cook. He's like, I know. All right, gonna try the chunk of blood. You dip it in the salt and pepper.
Yeah, depend on you. Dạ, để em thử cái nó trước.
Okay. Little salt and pepper. The texture is kind of like rubber. It tastes kind of like blood if you have a cut and you do this, but it's not as strong. It's good. You like it?
Yeah, good for us as well.
You want it? He's gonna finish my blood. What do you think about him not sleeping? Is it true?
Thương đâu, vô nghe quen
The
rồi.
first time is feel alone, but at the moment it's a long time.
Vậy không làm nó con nào đó.
So it's true. It's true.
Yes.
He doesn't sleep. When is the last time you saw him in a deep sleep?
6 tiếng rồi chứ.
Không có.
Never? Really?
Not yet.
Ông đi biết là ông ngủ.
Do you sleep? I'm having a shot of rice wine every 30 minutes, every 20 minutes.
Con.
Here comes another one.
Con. Ui.
Yo!
Dạ, vâng.
Yo!
Đâu tốt rồi. Thức xí.
Ông ơi, cho ít cô.
It's strong. Apparently, it's 40%?
Yep.
That's the same strength as vodka. It's strong. More than an hour went by and I was starting to get comfortable with Mr. Nop and his wife. I will say though, it was a bit strange that he only took 3 bites of food. The drinking, however, never stopped. I think Andre has to take it. I don't think you have a choice. Alright, here's where things start to get interesting. Mr. Nop keeps inviting me to visit his house, which I realize he's talking about another house, the one that he lived in during the war in the 1960s when his sleepless nights began. Okay, so that's his home?
Yeah.
Really?
And he's still working in the rice over there.
That's where he works.
He and his son working over there. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful here. It's like a little pocket of green mountains, rice fields, terraces, and a house. And that's where he lives. We're gonna go there right now. This is so surreal, just walking through this swamp. It's all wet because of the storm. So you have many jobs. You're rice wine and you're a farmer. Like you're working 24/7. He's a superhuman.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I have a question about your sleep. When you're working, do you feel tired?
Not too much like normal people.
What's your secret? Like, is it the tea that you drink, or there's some secret that you have?
Chè thôi.
Yeah. He normally drink the tea, green tea and rice wine.
How much wine do you drink in one day?
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
Small bottle.
One bottle. If you could sleep, do you want to sleep, or you prefer to stay up all night?
Yeah. He wish can sleep.
Can I ask him about his hand? What happened here?
Chiến tranh Hồng Mỹ.
American War.
He's pointing at me.
Yeah. American
Wow.
War.
He's like, this guy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just a long time ago.
It's okay? I mean,
Yeah, I think okay. Just working in the
Yeah, with the left hand.
left hand.
Even though Mr. Nop dismissed my concern about his hand, I still have a feeling that there's a reason he won't open up about the Vietnam War, or as they call it out here, the American War. To summarize this era of heartbreak is near impossible, but what you should know is that the war was fought between the communist government of North Vietnam and the anti-communist South. The allies of the North were primarily the Soviet Union and China, whereas South Vietnam was supported by the United States. I'm sure that you've seen the footage and listened to the music from the 1960s. A large portion of Americans took to the streets in protest against the US involvement in the war. In the end, around 4 million Vietnamese civilians were killed in this bloody conflict. I can't even begin to imagine what life was like for Mr. Nop, not just to live through the war in his adulthood, but also to fight in it. It really makes me wonder, could PTSD have something to do with his condition? If I was awake 24/7, I would need a place to hide out like this. It's just absolutely surreal to be here. And this is the house, right here. During the war, he kind of hid out in this place, and he's basically been awake since he moved into this house. And look how old it is. So I don't have a place to sleep tonight. I haven't booked any places, and I assume that there were hotels around here or something. He offered that we could crash here, like in this house. So I'm gonna take him up on it. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Tell me about this house. Like, when did you build this house with your hands, or when did you move here?
Có 3 năm này cho mới.
The first time he come here around 1945.
45? You have 2 houses, so why do you come to this one?
At the moment, he thought that his son still live here with no wife. His son with no wife.
No wife.
Yeah. And his son come here and stay a little bit and work in here. Night time he work in house. Just met some wife.
I want to stay awake with you in the night and just talk and eat and, I don't know, watch TV. Like, whatever you do at night, I wanna be there with you.
Mình
Dạ.
nó vậy là cái này
Do you want to meet the
À.
rice wine tonight?
qua đây
Rice
ở
wine.
trên đây.
The Vietnamese wine.
Yeah, I'd love
That's
to.
right.
If you could say any message to people in the world, what would you tell them?
Cái bệnh nhiều lắm, bệnh bị nổ nữa nè.
If the government or some fund have some money for him to make him better and he can sleep, because at the moment he want to sleep.
So he wants help.
Cái.
Yeah.
Maybe I can send him to the hospital. If he wants to go, I'll pay for his hospital. So he has another house. This is just one of his houses where he works and he sometimes stays, but he has another house that he stays at. He actually has another house. He has 3 houses. I'm confused. He keeps telling me about houses. This is his working house, then he has a new house where I met him, built 3 months ago, and then he has another house that he stays at. I really want to know what he does in the nighttime. Like, daytime he seems normal, he's hanging out, but like when everybody's sleeping, what has he been doing for the last 60 years? What's your favorite restaurant here? I will take you tonight, my treat.
Không ngủ ở đây.
Does he drink coffee?
Bình thường.
Chú có uống cà phê buổi sáng không?
Uống rượu.
Only rice wine.
Never coffee.
Yeah. Never coffee.
Maybe if he drinks a lot of rice wine, he will sleep. A lot of wine.
Yeah, right. When he drink a lot, like 1 liter or something, he sleep a little bit, 1 hour or 2 hours.
Okay, so I just uncovered one clue. He does sleep if he drinks a lot of wine,
Yeah,
like
a lot.
1 liter.
Yeah, but it's kind of stop thinking into the head and he sleep 1 hour or 2 hours, then back at the normal.
Does he know if there's any more people in the world that don't sleep?
Không có.
He don't know actually, but he did not on no one.
Trời.
Mr. Nop and I motorbiked back into town to his favorite restaurant. Have I mentioned that the countryside here is absolutely epic? We arrived at dinner and immediately entered into a wild scene.
My name?
What's your name?
Yeah.
Ask them if it's true that he doesn't sleep, if they know about it.
22 năm không ngủ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true? No sleep?
Yeah.
Sleeping?
No sleep.
No sleep.
Yeah. Tối 10 năm là không ngủ.
My name Ngọc.
No. You?
Ngọc.
You don't like beer? No beer? Only he wants rice.
Hey.
Victor? The word of the day is yo, which means cheers. Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing that at 80 years old, just downing beers. Hey, tell me about him. What do you know about him?
Không, ông làm vừa.
The guy, the man have the house over there and just around 5-6 years ago, working in the rice field at the midnight.
We're sitting here eating a communal food and he's only had like one bite, so I'm starting to get worried that he also doesn't eat.
Không chuyên môn nữa.
We have arrived to house number 3. It's quite different than the other two. A little more open, blue, very blue. And this is where he makes and drinks his rice wine. Oh. It tastes like a really bad version of soju.
It's so natural. The smell is so strong.
Rượu mình nấu
Ah,
As the night progressed, so did the making of rice wine. Oh, we found the, look at this concoction over here. This is where he cooks it.
every night.
Every night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Inside the rice, and the fire in here. The water inside enough. The rice inside enough. Come through this way.
Oh, he puts the bottle there.
Yeah. Put the bottle in here, and then the rice is going somehow.
Is he gonna be here tonight making the rice wine?
Yeah, of course. Around 2 a.m.
Okay.
If you can.
Yeah, I would love to come. Yeah, I just need some to drink, you know?
Okay, of course.
He could drink with me. I want to see you in the nighttime.
Yeah.
And make sure that it is.
That happen, huh?
Smells like pigs. Whoa, there's pigs, bro. This is wild. Yo, there's pigs just out of nowhere. So he has pigs here for food to eat?
Yeah, to sell in the market.
Uh,
To sell in the market.
I'm back at house number 1. It's 8:57 p.m. and I'm gonna attempt to stay awake all night. See if it's true if he actually doesn't sleep all night. I'm tired. This is gonna be a wild night. I may or may not have fell asleep a little bit in the house.
Yeah.
Just so tired, but I woke up and he was gone. So we think that he's at his other house making rice wine. The motorbikes were locked up in the house. We couldn't find the key, so we have to walk. 30-minute walk in the rain. We found ponchos at someone's house, so we jacked them and we're gonna go bring them back. They were on the porch. As you can see, nobody is awake. Everybody's sleeping. We made it after a 30-minute walk in the rain. Are you okay? Yeah. Oh my god. Xin chào. He doesn't sleep. Yo, we found him.
He thought that we are so good to find this house.
Are you tired?
Mày đâu chứ mày đâu? No, no.
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 Everybody is sleeping. We just walked here. Nobody is awake except for you. So his rice wine factory is pretty damn impressive and he cares a lot about it. The entire thing is handmade and he's able to produce gallons and gallons of it every single night for both personal consumption and selling it in the market. Is this his secret sauce to being able to stay awake forever? Copious amounts of rice wine and cigarettes? How much does he sell for one 10 liter?
Lại mày. 1 lít là 200 à hay là cả bình? Yeah, with 5 liter is $100,000 and 10 is $200,000.
How do you feel that everybody's sleeping but you're awake?
Bình thường.
Yeah, kind of okay now because it's really long time. But it's kind of for me or for you or something like.
I'm tired,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, right.
3:32. I'm tired. He brought shots. Yes, sir. Yo. 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 He changed his clothes. It looks like he's got pajamas on. He ready for sleep? Ah. Sleepy time. So sometimes he lays down, but he just doesn't sleep.
He already try too much, but because he want to sleep like a normal people, try and close the eyes but couldn't sleep. Still thinking in the brain. I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Bro, I'm tired, man. Maybe we can get some breakfast. What time do people eat breakfast here? 6.
But depend on the weather. If weather is raining, maybe 7 or 8.
Keeps giving me more wine. really, really bad. For real.
Này không khỏe. No, it's okay.
He keeps trying to get me to sleep, but I'm trying to stay awake with him. I just witnessed him lay down, and I thought he was going to close his eyes. They just remained open. And then after 5 minutes, he sat back up again. And then he's just sitting here on the side of the bed. Guy doesn't sleep. Update, it is 4:41 now. My friend Hui has fallen asleep, and it's just me and Mr. Nope. I don't know what he's doing now. He's making a fire. Still raining outside. This guy doesn't stop. Doing the Asian squat. We're just chilling. We can't talk to each other, but as I always say, everybody smiles in the same language. Somehow we can just sit here and look at each other and get along. It's pretty cool. Update, it is 5:39 in the morning. The sun is coming out, and I made it. Clearly he made it. I actually barely made it. I'm so tired that I might have lost her words. He came inside and I wondered what he was doing. Sneakily taking more shots. You know, my life is always so go, go, go. And so it's really kind of nice to hit the brakes and just sit here and do nothing. Literally. I keep thinking to myself in my head, like, what are we going to do next? The sunrise just came out. It's 6:15 in the morning. But the answer is nothing. We're just going to sit here and look around. Wait. What's up, bro? I think he's talking to me about getting coffee, but I don't understand. Ask him if he wants to go to breakfast with us.
Quy à?
We.
Quy à?
Still early for him.
Có mà thấy thì xuống ngoài này là...
Too early, he doesn't sleep.
Early for breakfast for him.
Bye-bye. In the blink of an eye, he just left to go feed his chickens at one of his other houses. So I might go get some breakfast and take a nap. I'm tired. Bye-bye. And back into the rain we go. The poncho game is strong in Vietnam. It's always raining, and they're always on motorbikes. It's amazing how early everybody wakes up and eats breakfast in Vietnam. It's like 6:10 a.m. And there's a giant bowl of pho being prepared. Wow, look at this bowl, man. Oh man. Oh, that is so tasty. It's not very often that I meet superhumans. One of them was Wim Hof for his ability to withstand sub-zero temperatures. Another was Dan Meyer, the guy who can swallow multiple swords at once. And then there's Sultan Kosan, the tallest man on Earth. But something is extra unique about the sleepless man. I came here to investigate and see if it's actually true. Does he sleep or not? And my conclusion is both yes and no. He says he doesn't sleep, but I believe that he does lay down sometimes, but his body turns off, but his brain doesn't turn off. I think his brain is always going, and that is just absolutely surreal. It seems pretty clear to me that the war has had a major impact on Mr. Nop's sleepless condition, but I wonder if we will find out if this is the truth. I also think that he just doesn't need as much sleep as we do to function normally. He's out here living life, working 2 jobs, and he's super busy. It is obvious that 2 secret ingredients help keep him going, and that is rice wine and cigarettes. And a lot of both. After spending 2 days with him, I'm going to assume that he smokes 70 cigarettes a day and drinks half a liter of rice wine per day. All in all, I am so happy I came out here to meet him, and this is really a story about Vietnamese hospitality. I showed up at their doorstep unannounced with nothing planned, and he and his wife welcomed me in with open arms, cooked me food, gave me a place to crash, and to show my appreciation, I gave Mr. Nop $500 that he can hopefully use to go to a hospital to get healthy. Next, I'm heading to Brazil to meet a man who spent his entire life completely alone in the middle of the Amazon. Going through the Amazon. I wanted to go here for like 10 years. From the nearby city of Manaus, I send my last text messages because we are about to be completely offline for 2 days. I'm traveling with Jose, who's been a guide in the Amazon with Iguana Tours for 32 years. We're looking at a 4-hour boat ride before we get anywhere near the man who lives off the grid.
And we're off.
Going into the Amazon jungle, and you're gonna feel as you are in another world, because the Amazon jungle is something wonderful. Here in the Ariaú River, this is the place that the movie Anaconda.
It was filmed here.
Yeah, just filmed here. They have met many people that were attacked by them.
Okay, so let's try not to get bit by anacondas. We got the driver in the striped shirt, the guy with the hat is the one who connected us to the indigenous man, and then I got our guide Jose and Ricardo. What's up, Ricardo? And that is the crew. Drifting down the Amazon River feels surreal. There is not a soul in sight, just us and the mysterious waters. We sail past squire monkeys, small snakes, my heart skipped a beat for a second, and beautiful white birds in the sky. I've always dreamed of this adventure, and it's even more exhilarating in real life. We just saw an alligator pop out of the water, and then he went back inside. There's alligators and anacondas below us right now. Is there a bug on my head? Are you sure I'm okay? I can see the legs below the hat. Holy sh**. I'm holding a knife in my hand too. We've been on the boat for about an hour and a half so far. They say we have another 2 hours left. I feel really calm and at peace right now. It's kind of zenning out, and it's just so special to be out here in the Amazon. So we're going through the river here, and we just had a big tree fall over to block our route, so we had to go back around the other way. And we got Captain here navigating the front. I hope we don't hit any more dead ends. It's humid as hell, it's hot. I'm dressed in long sleeves from head to toe. I'm scared of mosquitoes and bugs. Look at this tree. We gotta go under. Damn.
We got it.
This is a proper adventure, way, way out into the Amazon. All right, here we go. Getting off the boat. Is this your first time here?
So, yeah, I don't know this place. This is the first time I come here. The vegetation is a kind of campina. Campina is a kind of vegetation where the jaguars like to come looking for other animals for eating.
We've docked our boat, and now we're walking over land to go find our guy. Whoa. Holy crap. These are the biggest lilies I've ever seen. We took a pit stop to see the largest tree species here in the Amazon. Look at this thing. It's like the mother of the whole jungle.
This is Salmão tree. According to the biologists, it is between 80 to 95 years old.
And we're just trekking through the jungle right now, just straight up. It is incredibly humid outside. It's just like sitting in a sauna. Suddenly, a lone figure steps out from the thick jungle as if he were part of nature itself. How are you? This is Jose.
Tudo bem? Como que você tá?
If you don't mind, I came here to just like learn about your life in the Amazon and how you survived.
Você vai sentar conversar pouco.
This person, who is living in complete isolation, holds the secrets to surviving alone in this vast wilderness. His name is Lino, and he's a member of the Tucano tribe, a group of less than 5,000 nomadic people who rely on fishing and hunting to stay alive. He invited us to go hunting with him right away, so he just grabbed his gun, and it's already starting to rain. We're about 10 minutes in, and we can just hear loud thunder happening. We're about to get drenched. We have a lot of trash bags for our camera equipment, but I just hope it's not gonna be that bad. Limo's on a serious hunt right now. We're following him through the jungle. How did you even find that? Just imagine how many more spiders are around here. Wait, hold on. I just found something. I just found poop, bro. What animal is this? It's poop. He said it's not poop? That's not an animal?
It's poop, but from warm.
What? He's a total badass. He's got a gun over his shoulder, and then he's got a knife in the other hand. Tudo bom. Don't f with him. He will kill you. That scared the out of me. No success. Damn, you're fast. Damn, he didn't get it. We see monkeys over there in the trees, but unsuccessfully shot. If you're wondering why Lino has a big belly, it's because there's no lack of food in the jungle. More than 2,000 species of edible fish, an abundance of fruits and large animals, and he lives in the middle of it all. What do you see here?
Jaguar footprint.
If we see a jaguar, like, they're gonna kill us or we will kill them?
They don't attack when they see people together like this.
What kind of animals are you hoping to get now?
Por aqui porco, veado.
Pig, deer, or maybe the jaguar. You can see the jaguar.
After a few long hours, Lino gives up on the hunt. We even try fishing on his handmade boat, but still come up short. And Lino was just telling me that he frequently sees anacondas here, and if I see one, to not freak out. I think I may have underestimated how difficult life is in the jungle. The stickiness of the humidity is killer, but the looming threat of a thunderstorm coming is really intimidating. All right, I gotta protect all the gear and everything. That's really nice to have this. Look at our boy just hanging out outside. He's like, you guys are wussies. Look at him. This is way more stressful than I thought it was gonna be. There are so many mosquitoes around me right now. I'm covered from head to toe, but I still feel bites on my fingers, my neck, and my cheek already. Literally hundreds of them. Good times. The rain has slowed down, so we're moving the tarp. 16 mosquito bites later, and very wet equipment. We're gonna keep moving.
Medicinas aqui também.
Uxi is a kind of antibiotic, natural antibiotic used for cancer. They say that it helps in the cure. It's eatable. Mas this fruit is pretty good.
Aqui, ó.
I'm not gonna die if I eat this, right? Wow, it's weird. It's like how do you describe it? It's bitter and it's kind of flaky. It's like sandy. I've been walking for like an hour and a half already, getting a little tired.
This is a milk from the jungle. There are 2 trees that you collect kind of milk.
Wait, he just collected this? I can eat it like this? That's sweet. Of all the things I've tried today in the Amazon, this is my favorite. It's like a lychee. Now this is excellent. It's like a milkshake in a fruit. Spreading across 8 countries in South America, the Amazon is the largest rainforest on Earth. It's home to over 3 million species and indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with the jungle for thousands of years. The Amazon River holds 20% of the world's freshwater, making it the 2nd largest river in the world behind the Nile. With over 400 billion trees, the rainforest also produces 20% of the world's oxygen, earning it the nickname the lungs of the earth. But we're losing the Amazon at a fast rate. The area of a football field is cleared every minute, releasing massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This severely threatens the ecosystem and indigenous communities. It is up to us to share the stories of the people living here and protect one of our planet's greatest treasures. We have found a place to set up camp.
From here to that tree, and from here to that tree, and we cover here with the plastic.
You sound like somebody who knows what they're doing. This is really cool. So he just cut thin slices off of the tree branch so we can tie our hammocks and we can get a cover over our head. Wow. Man, nice.
Aí.
Wait,
Dá aí?
what? That's
Não vai dar.
Dude, they're doing this so fast. How do you feel just walking in the jungle for so long? Because for me, I get exhausted, but like, do you enjoy this?
Eu não tô cansado nem um pouco ainda.
It's not problem to him to go farther in the jungle.
Are you ever scared that animals are gonna eat you, or anacondas or anything? Jaguars?
Da onça, né?
He's not scared of the jaguar, but he takes care very much about the snakes.
What happens if we set up our tent here and then there's a cobra that like starts crawling up the tree?
No caso, ela chegar a morder, o cara não anda mais.
He says if one snake try to attack him, he's gonna attack her as well.
That's real jungle living, man. Could you survive in the jungle without a knife?
Fica meio raro o cara sobreviver, né?
If he has a fire, how to make fire, he survives without knife, without anything.
Within just 20 minutes, they have set up this whole rooftop thing with sticks, and we have the tent, which is actually way bigger than it looks when you open it all the way. If a jaguar comes, who do you think he's gonna eat first?
The one that is in the red, he said.
Oh, It's like the moment you have a roof over your head, you just feel a sense of security. If this was me all by myself in the jungle and I had to survive, I don't know if I'd be able to figure out how they just made this. All these little intricacies and these little tips that they do is like mind-blowing to me.
When we are in the jungle, we become half man, half animal.
You're in straight up survival mode right now.
Yeah, we feel that. At this time of the day, you feel that something is changing. It's stronger feeling, maybe adrenaline. And when it's totally dark, you feel sometimes you're afraid, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you think to be drink a beer, but most of the time it doesn't happen.
The most important thing he's putting on is mosquito net. It's literally a lifesaver. So many diseases that mosquitoes can bring, dengue, malaria, all kinds of sicknesses, and the fact that we're not gonna have to worry about that is huge. Wherever we sleep tonight, if I hear sounds, I don't know, I think I'm gonna freak out. So you're making a fire right now?
We try to make the fire to prepare something to eat. I brought a good fish, tambaqui. Tambaqui is considered one of the most delicious fish from the Amazon.
How do you just make a fire? You just get sticks and a lighter?
A lighter with some dry leaves.
Mm-hmm. You got some fish cooking over here, Jose?
Yeah, we're gonna roast this. Yeah.
Jose, look at my forehead. Mosquitoes.
Mosquito?
That looks not okay.
Water with salt.
Water with salt.
Yeah, it helps your skin very fast. Just take like this and pass here. Okay. Good, you feel much better.
Oh, it's so itchy.
And after, you put again. After 1 hour.
Okay, thank you. Hello? It's a scary thought if you're like stuck in the jungle by yourself and you scream for help and there's nothing out there. As I'm sitting here listening to the sounds of the jungle, Lino comes rushing back with a big surprise. Holy that's freaking huge! Whoa! That doesn't scare you?
No, this one no.
Dude, that is so scary.
Yeah, he's gonna leave it in the jungle.
I don't know if I should be freaking out right now, like this thing's gonna take my head off or what. Would you eat this if you didn't have food?
Podia ser, né?
Yeah, he can eat the snake.
What is it like to live alone in the Amazon?
Às vezes na Amazônica o cara...
To survive is to get the food, and if he has fire, he can live. But the most difficult thing in the jungle is to get the food to survive.
Is it a lonely life to be here, like in the jungle with no people?
Às vezes que parece as pessoas que nem estavam hoje aí vêm trabalhar.
He feels much better when there are people coming here, but he feels alone.
I can't believe there's a freaking king cobra right next to me. If I get bit by this thing, I don't know where the nearest doctor would be, and I don't think I would survive. There. Oh wow, that feels so cool.
Yeah.
That camouflage is crazy, man. It looks like the leaves.
And after he's gonna leave here.
He's gonna let it go? Where's he gonna put it? We let the snake go. We decided not to eat it because we brought our own food and we can let it go. But it's so creepy to think that we're sleeping right there and there's this cobra just squeezing by. Oh, the way it moves so gracefully and it looks exactly like the leaves. So it's gone? Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's important to note that Lino is not the most isolated person in the Amazon. There are plenty of tribes around us that would literally kill me if I ever trespassed in their neck of the woods. But staying true to his Tucano roots, Lino prefers to live on his own. He likes the peacefulness of the jungle. He enjoys the challenge of hunting and the reward of eating. He doesn't care if a big city of 2 million people is only 4 hours upstream, because this is his home. Do you have any stresses from living in the jungle?
Meio colocado estresse no céu.
It's very hard to be stressed in the jungle as you're alone and no possibility.
Have you ever been to the big city?
Já fui.
How do you feel when you go there?
Movimento.
He felt something very different from here, things that he never saw, he saw there. Movement of cars and noise and things like that.
Even though he avoids the big city, Lino did mention that he takes his boat upstream to small settlements every few months to barter for supplies like bullets and clothes. What's the name of your tribe?
Tucano.
Tucano.
The Ethnies, they came up from upstream, the Nigo River. If you live there in the jungle, they don't have some help from the government that helps with money and with other things. So they felt that they should come down to get something more.
Why do you think it's important for indigenous people like yourself to protect the Amazon?
Proteger o meio ambiente, né, cara?
He thinks it's important because of the life, the wildlife.
Have you ever had a tourist come here and like learn about your life?
No, never. It's the first time. It's the first time that somebody's come here. Nobody came here before.
So what do you do at nighttime, like when the sun goes down? Do you like party with the cobras?
Sozinho sim, tem medo de cobra.
He doesn't like snakes. He is afraid of snakes. If he's alone, he's in danger of the jaguars. So he puts the hammock up there and he's just thinking about the life, about many things. He just stay there, but up.
Dinner is being cooked right now in the middle of the Amazon. This is so special. This is why I came here to tell this story, because I just knew I had a calling that amazing things were gonna happen in the Amazon, and it just looks so freaking tasty. Limo's out here getting plates for us. Just straight up leaves in the jungle. Good? Well, yeah. It is time to feast. We are getting fish on the leaf plates. Got some pineapple slices. I'm hungry. This is gonna be great. Bon appetit. Oh man, look at this. Yeah, it's like a steak. It's like a fish steak. Good? He's like, hell yeah. This is what travel's all about. New experiences. What is this flour stuff called? What is the name? Farinha. It doesn't have much of a taste. It's like croutons. It just gives you like texture to the food. Roasted pineapple. I don't know what's better, the pineapple or the fish. Serious question. If we're sleeping and we hear like animals coming towards us, what should we do?
You have to spook him or shoot him.
For sure, you're gonna hear the sound. Chuck, 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 chuck. It's normal because it's small animals. They walk during the night. You don't move. You don't need to move.
Alright, it's getting dark outside. I got my flashlight on my phone, illuminating the face. The shower here is a lovely wet wipe. I've done a lot of these overnights in jungles in Papua New Guinea with the cannibals and in Guyana, all over Africa. But this one I feel the most dirty. It's time to pee and brush my teeth and then cuddle up in that little hammock and wake up when the sun rises. Time to put some cologne on. Oh, nothing like a good smell of poison on your arms. It's crazy that at nighttime all the sounds come out in the jungle. All the bugs, nocturnal animals. Alright. I gotta be honest though, I'm pretty comfortable in here. It's like all wrapped up. Nothing else to do but sleep. Oh man, that was a good 12 hours sleep. It's like floating in the clouds in here. You hear so many different sounds of the animals. Crazy. No mosquito bites overnight, that's good. New day in the Amazon. Bom dia.
Bon dia.
You didn't sleep?
Not so, only a few moments. We felt a very strong stink. He was here with the flashlight because it's dangerous here, the jaguars.
So did you find anything overnight?
Só macaco mesmo aqui.
There was a noise here, up,
While we were sleeping, you were just like wandering around with a flashlight looking for a jaguar.
because if you stay everyone without any flashlight, probably he can come and catch one of us.
Limo says we're going somewhere special and he's walking really fast through the jungle here. Oh, can barely keep up. He seems to be more excited right now than he was yesterday. Seeing blue sky for the first time in the rainforest. It's perfectly blue. No rain. At least one of our problems is solved. We are following Nemo now down to the river. He just jumped in the river and is taking a bath, which actually looks really nice because it's already super hot outside. Is there anacondas here? Anaconda? Yeah? I can't imagine the feeling of taking a shower and then feeling a massive 20-foot snake below your feet. That's just something that you deal with if you live out here in the Amazon. Just beyond the river, Lino guides us to a clearing in the bush. Here, he has built a small hut with no walls to take cover during storms and in between hunts. We just pulled up to like a little house that he has here. Okay, so this is his little compound where he hangs out in the middle of the rainforest. We got breakfast cooking. This is pretty awesome. It's getting better and better. Boiled river water coffee. Tastes pretty good. As long as it's boiled, we're right. Josie brought us some acai, a bag of acai. Oh, it's cold. You
It's
kept it cold.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that. If I don't drink this, I'm getting crazy.
I'm obsessed with this stuff and pretty much the whole world.
Look the color of this thing.
A fresh cup of cold acai in the Amazon. This is one of life's greatest moments for me right now. It's not sweet, but you can taste that acai berry, the familiar taste of when I tried it at home. But the one at home, it's all sugar. Cheers, bro.
Cheers, Amazonia and Drew. It's like you go out.
Been preparing food for us, which is really kind of him.
It's a kind of a rodent he took in the jungle last night, and then he's preparing
A rodent,
to off. Yeah,
like a rat?
but the bigger one.
All right, we got our plate. Some rice. It's so hot I can't put my hands under it, but we got a rodent, rice, and these flaky things that are eaten all over Brazil. It was really good. Holy crap. It's a little gamey, but not bad. I would eat this meat at home. If I didn't tell you what this meat was, you would just think it's like, oh, it's like good pork. After a savory home-cooked meal, I'm ready to leave the depths of the Amazon behind, and I'm grateful for the thrill of encountering Lino, the ultimate jungle survivor. In a world consumed by technology, Lino thrives in isolation, finding solace and purpose in the unforgiving rainforest. But one thing is certain, I could not survive a week in his shoes. Next, I'm about to meet a man who uses the freezing cold to push his body to its absolute limit. This is Wim Hof.
I am the Iceman! I must be a genius. Because it's so simple to be happy. Just go into this ice bath is meeting the stress to the deepest. See the mist? It's cold.
I'm in Holland, I'm with the Iceman, it's pouring rain, it's freezing, and I'm gonna get in an ice bath with this man, who's already been in here for 45 minutes.
Go down slowly and surely. Follow your breath. Follow your breath. Don't think about the camera. Just be.
Oh man,
Great.
this is awesome.
Powerful. Everybody should do this. It's amazing. You learn to deal with stress.
60-year-old Wim Hof is an extreme athlete from Holland who is world-renowned for his ability to withstand sub-zero temperatures.
17 years I was when I first encountered a thin layer of ice on the water. I went in and I felt connection. I could get a hold of my deeper feelings.
After decades of immersing his body into freezing temperatures, he developed his own practice called the Wim Hof method.
Is about breathing techniques that makes you able to enter into the depth of your natural physiology, your mindset, and you have the cold, which trains the cardiovascular system to the best.
He claims that it can strengthen the body's immune system and help cure things like depression, anxiety, pain, and even fight off diseases. We're getting a tour of Wim's house right now.
Yeah, man.
It's more like a campground.
This is where I train. It's not cold now, but normally it's minus 30 degrees Celsius.
This man is truly a superhuman.
I run in my shorts when it's cold, you know, for an hour or so. No shoes and go.
You have how many world records and what are they?
Yeah, it's like 26 world records, Guinness World Records, breaking them, standing in the ice for almost 2 hours now, running beyond the polar circle, barefoot. Then once I lost the way under the ice, I had to go for 50 meters, but I went over the 100 meters because I missed the ice hole. There I lost the fear of dying. That was very, very impressive.
He is completely breaking down barriers for what scientists thought the body could do. When I ask him how he does it, he explains that cold exposure works like weightlifting. The muscles get stronger the more you expose them, reducing the force that your heart has to use to pump blood.
It's the best part, you know, the striptease.
Do you own shoes?
Yeah, but they don't own me. My vision is that we are now able to get 100% control over our own brain. We are able to defy inflammation, actually the cause of disease. And then we will change mental health care. With natural ways, we are able to outbalance any hormonal or mental disorder. I tell you once again, any mental disorder.
Wim wants his voice to be heard in every corner of the globe, which he's had enormous success so far.
Here it comes.
Dozens of documentaries and books have been created about his life and theories. Millions of social media followers actively engage in his lifestyle, and he constantly runs workshops for people to implement his Wim Hof methods into their daily lives.
I'm gonna be in the video.
If there's something I've learned over the last 2 hours at Wim's house, it's that this man is up to something very special.
I literally slept 0 hours last night. We came here, I was sleeping in the car, and now I've never felt more alive in my life.
It's been incredible to meet the legend himself, and I look forward to not only practicing his methods, but seeing him next time in the cold mountains.
Nice meeting you, Drew. And remember, ice is your warm and best friend.
Controlling your body in the ice is one thing, but our final story is about surviving a literal nightmare after being kidnapped by gangs. What's going on?
Oh, I'm doing okay, brother. I'm doing okay. You know, been staying home mostly, after this horrible situation. That's the first time that happened to me, you know.
First time, really?
First time.
And you've been doing this like 20 years?
Yeah, 20 years since 2004-ish, yeah.
What's happening here? They just now.
That's when I started walking in this dangerous area. Not only that, but throughout the country.
So before we talk about the kidnapping stuff, I was in Haiti like 6 months ago. What has happened to the country since I left?
It had been down. It's like more turmoil. I mean, there have been more gang violence all around the country. But I would say mostly in Port-au-Prince area. And I've been documenting so many people that have been displaced in their community because of gang violence. And I've been documenting exactly where they have been relocated. So I have been working on that, and we saw more police officers have been killed and more civilians as well, which have been killed by this horrible situation. And it has been increasing all around Port-au-Prince area.
And the president left, right?
No, we had a prime minister. Our president was assassinated, I think, 2 years ago.
Right.
President Roosevelt from his home.
So the prime minister just left?
The prime minister went and I think in a couple of meetings that they had with the CARICOM community, which is the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I believe that he went to Kenya as well. And on his way back to the country, all the gangs have assembled together and called themselves Viva Sam, which means live together.
Wow.
And they have decided to increase the violence so that they could keep the prime minister out of the country. And as we have informed that he have been resigned.
So with no prime minister, the gangs just control everything now?
Oh yes, they control most of the Port-au-Prince area. Let's say about 90% of the whole Port-au-Prince area, which they have been now controlled. And the violence have been increasing. And let's say Pétionville is one of the safe place in the country, and there have been some violence up in the mountain, but not actually right in the middle of Pétionville. Right. But there have been some violence not too far away from Pétionville area, where banks have been they took money at the bank.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they went to a couple of banks and they broke into the banks.
That's crazy.
And they were able to loot. Yeah, that's all that been happening. Even schools were not despair from the violence, where a lot of schools were put in fire, and students are not able to go to school now for the past few months, and it has been quite a terrible situation.
I'm really sorry to hear that, man. And so, I mean, you were on world news for a while here because a fellow YouTuber named Arab who goes into places and documents interesting cultures, kind of like what I do, street cultures. You were with him, and what exactly happened?
Well, Arab contacted me. I believe that he was in the Caribbean. He contacted me when he was somewhere else. I don't know exactly. I can't recall what part of the world that it was. And we have been planning about this for a while. And he then told me that he was coming through the Dominican Republic. And I did mention to him that there would be, the border is closed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the moment as well that the violence have been increasing in Port-au-Prince as well, where they stopped the flights from Cap to Port-au-Prince. And I believe that was the plan for him to fly to go Cap and then take a flight to Port-au-Prince.
Sure.
Since that was quite difficult, so we decided to meet in Cap-Haïtien. So I took a bus from here in the middle of all those gangs. I saw them and I sent someone to the border to pick him up because I have contacts all over the country.
Sure.
I do this kind of works.
Sure.
And people that I work with. So I sent to pick him up, and it was quite difficult for him to get through. And I reached the Cap, and I stayed in a hotel. I met him by a hotel, and then we start working right away. And then the next day we work as well. We went to the most beautiful part of Haiti, which is Cap-Haïtien, Labadie, and Ilara, which we changed the name now to Amiga Island. We did some good shoots there.
Nice.
And we decided to travel back to Port-au-Prince, where a meeting was already arranged with Barbecue.
And who's Barbecue?
And Barbecue is it's a former police officer, and his real name is Jimmy Cerise. And we decided to meet him to have an interview with him, and that was all set. And then we woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and we took the road, and I was driving. I started driving to the worst part of the woods, and then he could feel that I was a bit tired. Then he said, "Well, I can drive." And I asked him, "Do you have a license?" He said, "Oh, yeah, I do." And which I never see, but we drove, and I gave him the wheel, and then that was my time for me to just take a little rest.
How long is the drive?
The drive is 6 hours.
Okay.
And then we drove approximately, let's say, 5 hours later, we met with a group of police officers that was a checkpoint in the Mibale area. And they decided to stop us, which they did, and they asked for a driver's license.
Oh.
Mr. Arab didn't have one. And they asked us for some money. We gave to them. And we take some shots and videos with them. And as I was going back again to just lay back and relax, I'm a guy who's always curious. And I looked back and I saw that one of them raised up their phones. And to me, that was a bit strange. And what was strange as well is why he didn't offer a driver's license, but an ID card, but they took it and they accept that we leave. And I would assume that because we give them some money and they accept to do so. We keep driving, and I keep checking my phone at the same time to see if my contact actually saw the photo of my car.
Yeah.
Which was the arrangement.
Sure.
But yeah, we start driving, and there was some position where we didn't even have signals, you know?
Yeah.
And I couldn't see if actually my contacts actually read the message. He didn't read it. And we continue, and the bottom of the hill, an area called Mont Cabrit, which is Boat Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a big truck in front of us. And I didn't pay too much attention if the gang group was sitting on the left part of the road, but they stopped the big truck. So I'm a guy that in that area, when I'm driving, I drive fast. So I was speeding, and then one of them come around the truck and just pull a big gun on me.
Oh, wow.
And then I raised my hands, and I said, and he said, "Why did you stop?" I said, "I didn't see you guys. I'm sorry, I apologize, but I didn't see you." And then he came toward the car and the door. He said, "Oh, I know you. I've seen you."
Oh, man.
Which they said, "I've seen you. I've seen you doing an interview with one of our soldiers, which is Chihuahua." That was the time that I was working with Chris Smith. We did an interview around that area with one of those gang. Now he's dead. And I said, okay, since they said they know me, they seen me, not knowing, of course, I don't know these gang members, but they they will actually let me go, and I will find my way out. And I start talking to them, and they said, well, come down and give us some respect. And then I came down and shook their hands, and then I pulled 10,000 good and said, well, this is my pass, because that's how it works. Any car that is passing by, and you pay an amount for your passage.
Sure. How much is that in dollars?
That would be approximately $60.
Okay.
Yeah. So I offered to pay them. He said, no, I'm not the one that's taking that money. It's the chief, because they have chief.
Yeah, sure.
That is, yeah. And I said, okay, where's the chief? And then the chief came, and he saw Arab in the car. And he said, is that a blonde? Is that a white man?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I didn't say it's a white man. I said, well, that's a journalist that is with me, a YouTuber. And we're on the way to do an interview. And he said, ask for him to come down.
Oh.
Then I went to Arab. I said, you know what? They asked for you to come down. Let me talk. Do not say a word.
Yep.
But the argument was changed when he came down. I don't want to go into details.
Sure, that's fine.
And then they decided to take us to a trailer. And then they put us inside of the trailer, and then they put two men, one with an M16 and another one with a shotgun. And they were high as
Damn, dude.
and cracking cocaine. I could see it in their eyes. At one moment they will click, and the second moment they will be calm. And then they asked Arab, can you help us find guns? And then he said, no, I can't help you find any guns. But there was a reason why they asked, because what he was showing on their phones.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh yeah. And then they pointed a shotgun at me in the M16, and they asked me to give them the gun. I said, which gun? I don't have guns on me. And they said, yes, you have guns under your pants. I said, I don't have any guns under my pants. And then they said, are you refused to give us the gun? I said, man, I have no guns. Why you keep asking me for guns where I don't have any guns? And he pointed at me and he pulled the charger, the magazine, and it was full with charger, with ammunition in it. And he put it back and he dropped the guns, and then he put it back on me and said, if you don't pull down your pants and show me the gun, I will empty the whole charger on you.
Wow.
And there was the guy next to him with that gun that had his gun down. He said, what are you doing? Why don't you put the guns, why did you point at him? They're all pointing at me. And Arab was sitting against the wall, and I was sitting on the table.
But you didn't have a gun. You didn't have a gun.
I did not.
Yeah, I know.
I did not.
I know you don't have guns.
And I don't use guns.
I know that. I remember. Yeah.
And I pulled down my pants and showed them that there was no guns. And then they keep pointing at me. And at some moment, they will put the guns down. And I start talking to them, and I keep asking them, well, how do you guys get in that situation? How do you happen to be here? And one of them was telling me how he was just in prison, while the prison just broke out. There was a prison downtown Port-au-Prince and one that located in Croix-des-Bouquets as well, not too far from them. So Lamont Sanjou broke that prison. So that was one of the guys that just got out of prison that used to be part of the gang that come back to the gang.
Oh, because
and hold the shotgun.
All the prisoners were released in Haiti. Is that what you're talking about? From that prison?
Oh yes. There was two prisons that was booked by the gang book.
Oh my God.
There was one, I think 3,600 escaped from it, and there was another one, I can't recall how many of them were escaped, but I know in the area, the compound where they put me, as I was able to interview a whole lot of them while I was in there.
But did you know you were getting into this situation because all these prisoners were released? Did you know that was coming?
No, not at all. I know the prisoners have no guns. I know the gang members have guns.
True.
But a gun was given to this guy because he was part of the gang before he got into prison. Because he told me what happened, that he was part of the gang, and then he had the land, and someone came and tried to steal the land from him, and he decided to shoot the man, and he shot two of them, and the police arrested him, and he was in jail
Got it.
and prison for about 8 years,
And
he's out.
wow.
And then I was able to talk to them in that way that they calmed down, and they were like become cool in a bit, and then they click.
Right in your face? Hold the gun right in your face?
The guns, they were about a few feet away from me.
What was Arab?
For like a few.
What was Arab doing?
Howard was there. He was asking questions as well. Yeah, but he doesn't know the language. He doesn't also know the culture. And I was trying my very best to just calm him down. He doesn't speak English, so
Right.
Creole, either French, but he speaks some Spanish. So yeah, that's how we were able to just calm them down, and then they put the guns down. And I sent some of them to buy cigarette,
Mm-hmm.
and they got the cigarette and they start smoking with me. So it's like because I wanted to get into the situation to find a way how we could get away from it. And this is how I usually play my cards. And afterward, they took our car that we rented, and they took it to pick up the bus, which is La Motte-Saint-Jean. And they came back with a car and with a few cars again, a bunch of cars. They come back, and our car was there. And then they start asking our questions. They start asking us questions. And then there was some mistake that was being done in those questions with I don't want to go in.
That's fine.
Then they decided that they will take us hostage. And he told me, well, if you have one of those guys, which is a Viva Sam, which the gang members which knew that you were passing through, we will release you. I said, oh God, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me try. And then I tried to call Babiki. I couldn't reach him, but he was fighting at that time.
Okay.
I tried to call a guy named Kempus. I could not reach him. But there were other guys that were out there that was in constant contact with me. But at that area where we were, there was no phone reception.
Yeah, sure.
So it would fall, it would come back. They would fall, it would come back. The signal would fall and come back. But then when I get in their cars, driving toward them, they came and just, the chief came, he put his arms around us, Nick. He said, you guys are going home to my house.
Oh,
And I said, we got kidnapped.
You said-
He said, are you serious? I said, yes, we got kidnapped. And now we have to play our cards right.
wow.
And see how we will not get hurt by them or get killed. Let's try our best to stay alive in that situation. And right away when they're done doing that, they went to a house nearby and they looted everything that was in the house. Solar panel, blenders, anything that they could find. And I saw them coming and put it in the car and their cars. And they had a 15-year-old boy right beside me with a gun. So he was guarding us. And this guy is starting to fall asleep. And I had in mind to find a way and just take the gun away from him. That's why I was saying, maybe we can take the gun away from him and jet out. But the car was broken down. It's not a good car. So we decided, I was like, hey, let's not do this stupid.
Yeah.
And then they drove us to their compound, which took about 45 to 1 hour. And we got there. They put us in a room. I guess that used to be the chief old house. That's where he used to live. But he built another house right beside it, which I find out from people in there. That's the house he built for his mother. And that's where his mother also lived. I mean, his family.
Got it.
And they put us in there, and they went through our luggage, my bag, his luggage. They went through it, and they took what they could find. But they left me with my camera. They left him also with his camera, but he didn't have any SD card. And that's when they asked him to call his parents. He said, I won't be able to call my mother because if I call her, she would have a heart attack, and I will call my brother. And then they decided, okay, we'll allow you to call the brother. But then they said, they keep asking me, do you have a family? Do you have this? Do you have that? I said, I don't have anyone. I'm here alone.
Smart.
Yeah, so I don't want them to know anything.
Yeah, of course. But did they knew who you were from interviews and videos, they said?
Yeah, they did. And I saw so many of them in there that I know from different areas where I went and conduct interviews. And many of them know them.
Is this the same gang as Cité Soleil that we saw, or no?
No. This one is located in the Croix des Bouquets area.
Okay,
When it's Kenny-Delvaux, when you go into the east or the central plaza.
got it.
So that's where the gangs. And I have no contact with them. I don't know anyone that's part of the gang. The only person I do recall that used to be with them is Wowo. Wowo is that guy that we had the interview with.
Yeah.
Past, me and Chris.
Yeah.
And who had died now, so he's no longer alive. So and then they had him called. They said it's $600,000, and I was like, oh no, we're not gonna get out.
What are you asking for?
We are mafia, so we don't use the bank account. $600,000.
We're gonna have to find a way to just play with them, play the cards with them, and lower the amount. And they came back at $500,000.
Dollars.
Oh yeah, and they came back. They like $300,000. Like they're going by. At some point, I was not counting days, and I would like every day I come there like I was how many days I've been here.
Were they treating you? Were they treating you nicely? Were they feeding you? Were they giving you things, or no?
Oh yes, they gave us food, and there was, I think that the second or the third day they came and said we are going to buy you groceries, and they went to a supermarket and they bring groceries. They bring bread, they bring nuts, they bring a juice. This kind of juice, not natural juice.
Yeah.
This kind of juice in the box, and they bring those juice and they brought stuff, and then we also share it with the prisoners and also some of his soldiers they're not having food.
Right.
So we share it with them. And then also they will bring spaghetti. So they will feed us spaghetti for a couple of days. And then some rice that they will feed us. But we were remain locked in that area for the whole time we were there. Only one time that we got out to do our workout, and then the king, that's how they call him there, Lamar Sanjou, decided and said, no, there is no such thing. This is now who we treat people that we kidnap. And the first time that I heard that, they said kidnap.
Oh.
But the whole time, it's like we were his visitors. And this is how you treat your visitors. You just lock them in a place, and then you're forcing them to pay a ransom. While I was in there as well, there was a lot of alcohol that was in that room. There was boxes of alcohol from the ground to the ceiling in that bathroom.
Wow.
Oh, yes. And the bathroom was not a proper bathroom. Even the toilet was not proper. So there was no cover in it, and we had to bathe in a bucket of water, like, something that you just drop on. We had to use the same soap the whole time.
What were you and Arab talking about for most of the time? Because as I understand, you were kidnapped for 17 days, which is a long time.
Yeah, we were talking about a whole lot of stuff. I mean, we were there, we were making, at some point I was trying to make plans on how to escape, because I was saying there is no way that he's going to pay this amount of money. And they didn't ask me for money, because they said, if we see you on the street, there is no way that we will kidnap you.
Yeah.
And I don't think you have anybody that can give that money for you. And at some point they said, there was a couple of them that said, we're going to let you go, I said, even if you would let me go, I would not go anywhere without him. Because this is my client.
That's why you're a really good guide, man. That's why you're a great guide. Yeah.
I said, this is my client. And I'm working with him. I mean, I happen to be in that situation with him. I'm not going anywhere without him. And I think the best way that we can do is try to find a way that get a good settlement and that way we could leave this area.
Sure.
At some point, they wanted to keep Arab because the most funny thing is like when he mentioned to them that I could teach you how to make money on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. And I was like, now even if we give money, perhaps they're just going to keep us here as slaves because they have slaves, you know? And I said, Arab, you know, this is what he said. You should not be saying that. Let's try to change the narrative and said they need a bank account because they said they're not dealing with bank. And they said the only money that they want is cash. So let's tell them YouTube is not monetized in Haiti. Instagram does not monetize in Haiti. TikTok is not. And they need a bank account. You can use their name without any bank.
Right.
So that will discourage them. So they won't have to take apart anything like that.
Right.
And then it was like, okay. And then he came, we told them that. So they become discouraged and they don't want to deal with that YouTube, whatever it is again. So that was a great tactic to change things a little bit. And they tell them, you know what? Even if you give the money, we're going to keep you here for a little while because we really do know how to make that money.
Wow. At what points did you actually think that you were going to die?
When they keep coming back, there was a moment where the ransom was already paid without us being exchanged. So I think that was a mistake on how the exchange was being made because we had to be there when the exchange was being made. They took the money and they come back and said, the money they offered is not enough. We didn't pick up the money. But they already picked it up. They said, we're asking for 100,000. And that's what we can do for you. And they start coming and we keep calling them and keep calling them back and keep calling them back and say, we'll take 70,000. And then I said, you know what? If we don't do anything, we're probably gonna get killed. And I was thinking of sending the information to his YouTubers and maybe that will raise the awareness and then people would know about it. And I said, no. It needs to go local first. When it go local, they will not take his ass because they know we work with international press.
Right.
Especially me. And you're also from the US. So they will think it is us. We won't have our phones anymore. Let's make it go local and they will think it's the guy that is doing the exchange here in Port-au-Prince that did it. We dropped a charge on him. They don't know him. They don't even know his name. They don't even have his number. He used another number for everything. That being said, it was done. And then at one point they came angry. They had me listen to one journalist here that was saying that an American YouTuber along with a local Haitian journalist have been kidnapped and Lamo Sonju have kidnapped them coming down from Moncabrit, Goat Mountain, and they are still being hostage. And they got upset and the confusion was being raised in there. And it said, okay, now it's time to send it international.
Tonight, a Metro Atlanta man allegedly kidnapped by a dangerous gang in Haiti.
And then so it went international as well. Everyone knows what's happening.
Bro, everybody sent me articles like everywhere. It was all over the news, man. It was crazy. And then I didn't know you were kidnapped too until I read somewhere that like his guide, Sean, I was like, oh man, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I said. When they came back and they didn't exchange us and they took the money, I said, oh, if we don't do anything now, those guys are probably going to kill us. And there will be no trace of us because no one knows that we're here except for our family.
Right.
You know? And then we did that. And then when they said that the money was not enough and they tried the negotiator that was here in Haiti, he tried and said, well, I have 6,000 more. And then they decided that they were going to take that 6,000 and exchange that. But when every media was, talking about it, there was an article about it. But to tell you, they have people working in the media working with them. This guy is too dumb to find out all these things.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, 100%.
But
I could see it, I could tell it.
Why was international media helping you guys get released? I don't understand.
Well, no, it's like the words were coming out, and now they will know that the US Embassy know. Therefore, because I think the US Embassy have put some money aside to help get this guy. I think it's $1 million I don't remember. I can't recall.
Really? The U.S. Embassy offered $1 million?
I believe so. I think it's a U.S. embassy or whoever from the U.S.
Why didn't they take it?
Who would take it?
Wait, the U.S. Embassy offered $1 million to pay the ransom?
No, because this guy is the same guy that kidnapped the 17 missionaries.
Okay.
If you recall.
Yeah, I remember.
So it was already, the money was already offered. Anyone that can help us get this guy, this is the amount of money.
Oh, to get the guy. Got it.
Yeah. So he become afraid though. They don't want the U.S. Embassy to know that they could just kidnap an American again.
Got it.
And then they decided at the last day, release us. And then he came and says, I'm going to release you guys. Get ready. And then the same time, there was a guy that arrived, the guy that was doing the negotiation for inside. He speaks perfect English. He used to live in an orphanage. And he came to me so sad. And I said, Emerson. And he had a nickname called, I don't know if his real name or which one is his nickname, Pop Shove. And he's a rapper. He loves to rap. And he did a little bit of rapping for us as well while we were there. And he said, I lost 2 soldiers. But at that night, before they released us, they went to war with another gang member, which means a soldier that they have placed and which does not follow the orders. So they decided to go and fight with them the whole time that we were there. And I said, you lost 2 soldiers. Is that with the guy that we were fighting last night? He said, no, we lost 2 soldiers that we sent to buy guns, and the police intercepted them. And then they took all the money. The population took them over and killed them.
Wow.
When I came out of the compound, they took me out. That's when I find out that it was a police officer and a guy who works for the government. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So this is how corrupt this country is. How could you be a police officer and you are in service of a gang member buying guns for them?
So sad, man.
So this is where my fear is coming from. Like knowing that there are police officers out there and government officials and rich people actually working with those people, those gangs, illiterates. I mean, there's kind of also the recruitment as well. It's crazy. And how I come to find out how they do and how they recruited soldiers. It's from the streets. Kids that are on the streets have no mother, have no father. He recruited them, he give them food and feed them and put guns in their hands. There's a 12-year-old boy with a M16, and I asked him, can you shoot this gun? He said, yes, I already passed 2 charges in it. They show me how to shoot.
Oh my God.
And I asked one of the guys, Silapli, that was with them. I asked Silapli, this boy told me that he can shoot that gun. Is that true? He said, I'm the one who trained him.
Wow. 12 years old.
12 years old. I don't even know how to use these guns, but this little boy knows.
So when they released you, what did you do in that moment? And were you scared that something was going to happen, that you were going to get caught again?
I asked them, where are you going to release us? And they asked me, which part would you prefer that we would drop you? I said, you can drop me in Quadribuque area, not too far from the bridge, and then I'll find my way home. Mm-hmm. Which they put me in, I think it was a 10 convoy cars. We were in the middle. 5 was behind us, 5 was in front of us.
Wow.
And they were full with guns and full with soldiers. And they were packed like chicken in the back of the pickup truck. Wow. With big guns. And they dropped us where we told them to drop us not too far. I told them not too far. And then we came down and then we salute them. I said, okay guys, thank you. And I jet out. I drive as fast. I never stop in the woods. I drive until we get to Pétionville. That's where the car broke down with us. And then Arab was thinking that, are they gonna kidnap us? I said, we're safe here, we're safe. Don't worry, we're safe. And there was some motorcycle guys I know that was not too far from where the car broke down. And I called them. I said, can you help us push that car so it doesn't block the road, so we can put it in a place where it would be safe? And then they came. and I find volunteers as well coming. And we all push the car, Arab, and I was in the car directing it. And we put the car in a safe place, and then we took a motorcycle and go to a hotel, and that's where the negotiator that was out there helping us with releasing, we met him, and then we went to another hotel.
So everything was fine after you got released?
Oh yes, everything was fine.
Dude, I can't believe what you just told me. That's so crazy, man. And I hope that you will be safe moving forward. I mean, I don't know what the future brings for Haiti. I hope that it's positivity, but please take care, man. It's really scary, bro.
I stay optimistic. And I believe that this country will not remain the way that it is. I think the situation that is happening now, I believe that a greater change is going to come for this country. And this country will become a paradise where people will work it up. And all those guns which you see on the street will no longer be there. We only need the support of the international community. And that they say what they say that they were going to do. And we want to trust their words. And that they will actually help Haiti get out of this situation. Because if they don't, there won't be no people living in Port-au-Prince area any longer. Because the gangs are fighting with each other, and then the people are being killed, victimized by the situation. People are being raped. And those women and girls are traumatized by this situation. And there is no one to help them.
I saw it in Cité du Soleil, man. I saw things that was terrible, if you remember.
Yes.
Are you worried that someone's gonna find you? Because you seem to be hiding right now.
I don't want to be on the streets. Because if it was only the gangs themselves, I know I'd be safe. But when it's just like a composition of gangs and law enforcement, that worries me. Anything can happen, you know?
Are you scared right now?
For no one.
Are you scared?
I won't say scared, but I'm cautious.
Cautious.
Yeah. I don't want to be exposing myself to a situation like that. I'm not a person who's scared. I don't like fear. Fear brings too much stress and too much trauma. And I'm not that person that would allow fear to take over my soul, my spirit, and my body.
Wow, man.
That's the kind of person that I am.
You are tough as nails, as we say. You are a strong person, and I just wish the best for you, bro. Thank you for sharing your story. I can't believe you were kidnapped for 17 days. I'm really glad that you and Arab made it out safely, and I hope we can learn from this lesson, man.
Oh yes, I already did. And there is no way that myself, will go back to this area any longer until the country is set back to normal. Because I have people that loves me. And I imagine myself while I was in there. That was my biggest, that's what the fear coming from when I was in there. Those that love me, that I create that issue and put them in that situations where they don't know where I'm at and bring them all that stress. And I do not want to do that anymore. And that's done. I will continue doing my journalism work, doing my research, but I'm staying away from this dangerous area.
Thank you, bro. Hey, good to catch up with you. I'm glad to hear you're safe, and we wish you all the best in Haiti, man.
Thank you.
Wow, I am speechless. I can't believe that happened. That was my biggest fear going to Haiti, that I was gonna get kidnapped and taken into a room for 17 days with gangsters with guns and have to pay a ransom. It's just like a reality check. It's a gut check of like some of the work that I do and some other YouTubers like Arab and going into communities and trying to document places, but it comes at real risks, and we need to be really, really careful. As we try to tell stories in faraway places and in political turmoil places, it's important just to really think about like safety, think really hard about it, and don't push the limits. I did push the limits. When I went to Haiti, that was probably in the top 3 most scared experiences I've ever had, along with getting detained at the North Korea-Russia border, getting in a bus crash in India, getting held up at a checkpoint in Afghanistan, and this story in Haiti. Like, these experiences like really have scarred me, and I don't know, it just, a lot of realizations coming out. But Sean is a great guy. I'm really glad he made it out safely. Arab, glad you made it safely, man. I know we've never spoken in real life before, but I've been a fan of your work, and really glad that you're alive and well. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll be back next week with some more content from around the world. Catch you later. Peace.